features. I hope our trades are doing fine. Those trading spots and you're in floating loss, I hope your margin calls is buying and selling. Those trading features, I hope you are making profits, floating. If there's floating loss, I hope your margin calls are buying. Okay. So today's topic, we will be talking on how to trade with indicators, the RSI indicator in RoyalQ. So I'll be sharing my screen now. So we are going to do, after the lectures, then we are going to set up a trade using the RSI. Okay. So we are going to set up a trade using the RSI. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen on the chat, but on the chat, just type 1. If you can see my screen, I hope you can see my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Okay. So our introduction to RSI. So you see all the knowledge, all this knowledge is in the RoyalQ app. You see why the RoyalQ app is an amazing amazing company. They provide you with all the knowledge. So we'll be talking about introduction to RSI indicator. Triggering condition. So the RSI is also a trigger condition, just like the MACD, just like the stochastic, just like the KDJ, just like the MACD. So the RSI is also a triggering condition. Okay, starting condition for technical analysis in trading. Okay, RSI, which means relative strength index, is an action oscillator. An action oscillator used to estimate the intensity of recent asset price. Recent asset price increases and decreases. Due to its simplicity, RSI has become one of the most widely used indicators in the financial market. You know why RoyalQ added these indicators, both the MACD, RSI? Because when you are trading with the indicator, it helps you as in remove that fear. Should I enter this trade? Should I not enter this trade? When you set up a trade with indicator, you know that yes, you are setting it that once the indicator condition should be met before the trade should start. You understand? So let me continue. I will still explain more. When an asset continues to increase in price, the RSI will approach 100. Conversely, if an asset continues to decrease in price, the RSI will approach 0. So the value for RSI is from 0 to 100. The RSI is usually divided into 3 zones. Okay? So the overbought, that's why you must have heard us saying, or some people saying, this coin has been overbought, too. This coin has been oversold. This coin is you are seeing when leader Abiola will say soon was consolidating. So you also have the neutral zone. That place, the coin, buyers and sellers is like they are not serious to determine if coin will go up or if coin will go down. They will just be on the neutral zone. So the overbought zone above 80. It indicates that the assets may be overestimated and there are risks of a price decrease. So it means that once the RSI reaches 80 and above, you should be noting that the coin will come down. You understand? When it gets to that 80 and above. Okay. Then oversold zone under 20 indicates that the assets may be underestimated and there are chances of a price rebound. That is, price will start going. So when the RSI, maybe the coin falls down and the RSI reach 20, it means that there's possibility that the coin will start going up again. Okay, so neutral zone between 20 and 80 indicates that an asset price are considered to be stable. That is why you see sometimes a coin you are trading will stay there for days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. They are not going up, they are not coming down. They are not coming down, they are not going up, so that your margins can be bought, so that you can do manual replenishment. It is just tying you down. Okay, so that is the neutral. Maybe the trade is on the neutral zone. Okay, please check the following image. The cycle in the lower left is oversold. So when they said a coin is oversold, it means that sellers have sold and brought the price down. So oversold, you can see this place, the first cycle on the lower left, you can see the cycle. It's made the candle went down. So you see when a coin dips so much, you say that it's oversold. When the RSI gets lower than 20 downwards, you say it's oversold. And watch what happens when it got to that region. You saw the price going up. Look at the second. Okay, and the cycle in the upper right is overbought. So you can see price started going up, and when the RSI gets to 80 or above, you should be noting that price will start falling. That is, it has been over bought. I mean, buyers have bought, and when it gets to that part, some buyers will say, yeah, let's start selling. Sellers will start. You understand? It will start dropping. So when you take note of these things, setting up with RSI, you see that the robot will not just start trade anyhow. You understand? When you set up a trade with RSI, it must wait until the RSI, until this trade is overbought or oversold before it can start. So you see, it has removed your emotions. You looking for entry price. Once you set it, it must wait for that coin to be oversold or overbought before it will start. Okay, so the RSI length 6, 12, 24 conditions lesser than, greater than, overbought. RSI signal value, as when it's overbought, is greater than 80. When it's oversold, RSI signal value is lesser than 20. Signal value is between 1 to 100. Note, all conditions are triggered based on real-time data. So as the real-time prices is moving, is also moving with the RSI. Okay, if you use historical data as a history, there may be difference due to market conditions. So it works with market movements. So, you understand? So the pros and the coins of using indicator triggering is just like the same thing when we treated MACD. So it's also the same thing. Lower risks, the importance is it's lower risks when entering the market. You wouldn't need to predict the best buying price, reducing the risk of missing entry opportunities. So you just set it. Emotionless decision, which I've explained. Indicators help investors avoid fear or greed, preventing impulsive decisions. You now, you want to take 2%, 3%, you are greedy, you want to take bigger percentage, but you don't know that you should enter at a good price so that you can comfortably take that bigger percentage. So this RSI, if I see a trade that have reached RSI of 92, I can comfortably short that trade for 20% or short it for 10%. So that is it. Then the disadvantage is not suitable for rapid market conditions. You can see, you can use this indicator now, and someone that did not use it will be making profits, but your own trade have not peaked. So because of the coin you people are trading is on rapid movements. You understand? When a moving train, just like a moving train coins. So they are saying that for you to even use it for is not suitable for rapid market movement. If the market price is moving straight up or down and the strategy hasn't started or has just taken profit, it may not meet the conditions of the indicator for buying. That is future spot and futures, or selling only futures. This could result in missed profit opportunities. Okay, so note, when setting the second RSI, because we said RoyalQ gives opportunity for you to set two. So we are going to do the practical. When setting the RSI indicator, when setting the second RSI indicator, the system will proceeds to the second RSI condition. So after the first condition is met, it must confirm that the second one is also met before it will start the trade. Only after the first RSI condition is met, when both conditions are satisfied, the system will now trigger the first buy. So is there any question on this before we go to the trade? Is there any question on this before we go to the trade? Please, if you have any question, can you use the chat, or you just use the reaction to raise your hand so you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Is there any question, or should I just proceed to explain on a live chat? So it's like we understood it, right? So if you are following, please can you type 2 on the chat box if you are following, so I can continue. Is there only one person that is following? Okay, 2, 3, 4. We are up to 23 people here. We only have 4 persons following the class. And I asked, do you have any question? Nobody signified that they have questions. 5. So it's only 5 people that are following the class when we have 22 people. 6. Okay. So let me use, let's go straight to a chart. So these features. So this one, they said don't use it. It's not suitable for this kind of. So this is what we call the moving train. So this is moving train. Okay, this is 4 hours. Let me reduce it to 15 minutes. Okay, this one, the train has stopped, has moved and stopped already. So this one now, this kind of trade now, it's suitable to enter ROS, to set ROSI, and the ROSI here for a short. You understand? You can set ROSI here. I don't know. My own is my backup. Until I increase my capital. But something like this, I wish it will not start to. Okay, let me use small amounts, sha. But let me see the trend of this. Okay, 1, 5. So this is how I used to pick my trade, though. Even if I see signal, I must check daily. So this one, 0.2. So it has been done all through. So I can short it. Okay. I can short, but I don't even like going for this kind of moving train. I don't like going for moving train at all, because it's only $50 I'm using to trade, and I have $50 for backup. It's not before I will set the trade now, it has reached my liquidation price. I will now do backup immediately. So let's see this one. This one has fallen. Don't know whether it will fall again. So let's see the RSI. So if you look this down below, this downside, they have moving average, Bollinger, volume, MACD, KDJ, and RSI. So I'll click on RSI. So this is RSI. You understand? So if you click on this place, you see the RSI. You can see it. The RSI here now is 49. The RSI 6 is 49. The RSI 12 is 55. The RSI 24 is 56. So you can see if you come down now, if you come down to this place, the row technical indicators, you will see it will be on neutral. RSI 14 is on neutral. Though this RSI 14, I don't know why RoyalQ did it like that, because they did not capture for the length 14. They only captured 6, 12, and 56 because of, let's see, maybe because of they are checking it under fast. Maybe you are using 15 minutes and time frame. So that is why they are using the fast one, which is RSI 6, and they are using the RSI 12. So if you want sharp trades, you are going to be working with that RSI 6, because it's the one that will be moving faster than the rest. Okay, so you can see 49 is neutral, because it must have been coming from this place. So let's see when this chart came to this place. Look at the RSI. So you can see what I explained. When it got to this place, this was when the trade was moving. You can see the RSI 6. RSI 6 is 93. So if you are seeing this RSI 6 93 now, you can now short the market, because remember 80 to 100 is overbought. So when you short the market, you see that it's also from here now, it went from 1.620, it still went up to 1.73. That is where your margin will help. So even if at that 93, you short the market, the thing still went to 1.73. That is where your margin call will help. That is why we are also telling you, we also say that maintain leverage 5. Don't go to leverage 10, so that your liquidation price will be faster. We are also going to talk about the winning strategy. This is what we will be explaining. You understand? So winning strategy, don't use more than leverage 5. So that even when you are using the RSI or any of your indicator, you can see 93, but it still went up to, even at it reached 93, and you now short it still went up to 1.73. That is where your margin calls will come in place and extend your liquidation price. Now look at it, started falling. This one is 6%. It fell down. So even if you enter that here, you'd have gotten 6% plus this one that is here, 5%. So you can see how the RSI works. You understand? So when it also comes down, so let's see this place. You can see the RSI 6 when I put here at this lower price. So when the coin started falling, when it was falling to this place, you can see the RSI 6 was 19. So it's lower than 20. You long the market. Okay, so let's see. Now it's on neutral. Even if you set anything now, so let's say we want to, I don't want it to start any trade though, because me, I'm currently on so you can see, even if I'm in profit, My backup, I don't used to joke with my backup. I keep it because anything can happen in the crypto market. They can blow bomb now. This coin will start dropping to 2 points. So if you see, look at my liquidation price. My liquidation price is 0.208. Even when they throw the last bomb, it did not drop to this 0.20. At least it dropped to 0.23. So you see my liquidation price is set because of it bought two margin calls during that fall. You understand? This because of this margin calls it bought self, my profit has increased. You understand? My profit has improved because of the quantity, and it has also reduced my liquidation price because of the margin. And I have spare $50 to do manual replenishment in case anything happen. So I will not touch it and say, okay, let me go and enter another trade because anything can happen. If I'm tempted to do how will I put it? If I'm tempted to take bigger profits here, that might take 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, I will say, okay, let me go and find another $100 so that my trading capital will be 200. So I will use one for a long-term trade where I'll be targeting like 6 to 10% profit. Then I will use the other one for all these 2% 1% trade that will be selling fast. You understand? I will use the second one for it. So you can see crypto from 7% profit has dropped to 2%. But I know this son because he's the son I've been following. I've been following this son. You understand? So I know the movement. I know I've been following for more than say one week now. I've been following, so I know the prices. I know where it will be. I will know that this coin will want to go up. So you can see I'm relaxed. Even if it goes down now and enter negative, I know it's not going down now because if you look at the chart, it's just coming from down here. So it's just coming from down here. This is on the 25th. So since on the 25th, we have been down. You can see consolidating. It was consolidating here. It's not going up, it's not coming down. Then it started moving. It fell down again. So I believe that this up should go more. At least it should pass this one here. You understand? Okay. So you can see. Let's see the RSI as of now is still 64. So it's still neutral. You understand? So that is why I'm not using my spare, that my money is my winning strategy. You understand? Is on reserve in case coins start falling. I will make sure that I do manual replenishment with the remaining $50. Okay. So let me just set. I will not start the trade. Today is Thursday. We are almost entering the weekend. So let me look for a trade that will short. So let's see this one. So this one, the RSI is 73. Okay. So 73. So let's say we want to set this one for, but this coin is just coming. It has been done and it's just coming up. Let's see if we have coin that is up and is, this one has come down well. Okay, let's see this one. This one is 85. So you look at this coin now. This one is 85. So let me create. I will use small capital in case. So let me short it. So this is the RSI. Let me show you. Okay, let me use these settings for it. 2.5. So I'm going to set 12 here. I'm going to set 12 here. Okay. So 12, okay, it's 12.5. Oh, sorry. 2.5 times 5. 2.5 times 5 should be 12.5. Okay. So 5 margin call 1. So let me take 1%. I'm not greedy. So click on the advanced settings. Click on trigger price. Change it to RSI. So you see automatically it's overbought because of where the RSI is currently. So you see 80. So I will click on add to add the second. I will make it length 12. Let it be length 12. But this length 12 will not delay. Because if you check length 12 there, now length 12 might not reach 80 yet. Let's see. Let's think go back. But it's good to use 2 because it's better let it confirm 2. So you can see RSI 12 is on 73. So if you start this now, it will not short. It will not short. It will not start the trade immediately. It must wait that let this also RSI 12 get to 80. So let's still use it like that. Let's still use it like that because it's better to set 2. You understand? Overbought. Okay. Hey, she not start to. Sometimes this week will just start by itself. So, is there any question? Please, is there any question? Or should we call it a day? Okay, so we have our first question. Please, can you use indicators / pointers? We don't know where you are referring to. On which one? Daniel, please. Pointers, as in where now? You are saying pointers. Okay, for the chat. Okay.
I think it means that you should indicate what you are showing.
Okay, see what I'm showing here. This place they wrote. This place they wrote RSI. So you can see. I'm not gonna to draw away. So look at it here. We have RSI 6, RSI 12, and RSI 24. RoyalQ gives you opportunity to set 2. RSI 6 means RSI 6 move faster than RSI 12. RSI 6 is the golden line, the yellow line. RSI 12 is which color is this? Purple. Is it purple? Okay, this other RSI for 24 is blue. So you can see the 3 lines here. So it's better. RoyalQ gives you opportunity to set 2. RSI 6 is faster. You can see RSI 6 has reached 68. While RSI 12 is still 72, 74. So it's depending on this coin now. Will this thing go up? If it continues to go up, then RSI 12 will enter 80. Once it enters 80, this robot will start this trade. You understand? Now it's good to use 2 conditions because if you set 1, this trade would have started. What if this coin continues going up? So that is why RoyalQ gives you opportunity to set 2, the RSI 6 and the RSI 12. Because after 6, 12 will follow. You can see 12 is on 73. So depending, if this coin goes up and RSI 12 enters 80, then this trade will start. So is there any other question? Okay, Ijomas said, please, is there any way you can use a pointer? Where is the 6, 12, and 56? 6, 12, and 24. Okay, I've just used pointer now. So is there any other question? So you see now this indicates, because if you are not using indicator now, you will say, this coin has pump, oh, let me short it, let me short it. You can see using the indicator helps you to remove fear from the market. The RSI 6 is 85 now, while RSI 12 is 73. So before this market we short, this coin needs to go up more before the robot will start it. So is there any other question? So this is how it will be. If this coin now, while you see the disadvantage of using the the MACD, if this coin drops now, you will not make profit from it. You understand? As it started going down now, if this coin drops now, you will not make profit from it. I'm even using 20, let me use, so you can see even on the 15 minutes, RSI 6 is even on 61. RSI 12 is on 62. Okay, so you can see in 15 minutes they have been consolidating. They are not falling, they are not going down, they are just in one the neutral zone. So I think if I enter here, I will see it's neutral. So RSI 14 is on 61. So that is it. Is there any other question? That is how to set trade with indicator, RSI. So, but for me, looking at all of them, I would prefer that KDJ or MACD. But all of the three indicators are perfect. They are good. The three indicators are good. At least this RSI will show the overbought and the oversold. Can show overbought and oversold faster. So you know that this coin has been overbought. Just like this now, when this coin reach RSI, see now, when this coin was here, the RSI 6 is 80. This one would have been good, for example. Supposing I started this one here now, it would have just started the trade immediately. RSI 6 is 87. RSI 12 is, how is this thing going on now? RSI 6 was 87. RSI 12 is 86. You see, the robot will start. And you would have been in massive profit too. You would have been in massive profit. This is 4. See now. And me, I'm setting 1.3. This is 4 plus all these other ones in here. So there will be more than 10%. Or let's say 6%. So using this indicator, it will even make you to take good profit. Like I said before, those that love good profits. If RSI 6 and RSI 12 gets to 80 or above, when you short it, when it gets there and the robot starts the trade, you can even take 10% safe. You will not shake. But it does not mean you should go and sell 10% too. Just take your 2 or your 1 or your 3% and move out gradually. Because the trade is a moving train. You can see the massive pump. Just reach my Solana, my battery. So is there any question? So please let's endeavor to have our backup capital, please. Don't be tempted to over trading, please. Hello, am I audible? Or am I talking to myself? Hello?
I hear you.
Okay, so is there any other question? Or do you understand the RSI indicator well? For me, I enjoy the RSI. I enjoy the RSI. I wish my soon can pump like that. So please, the winning strategy, once you have that backup capital, you know that you are not afraid of liquidation price. That is why I say using RoyalQ to trade futures is very interesting. It's so interesting when you use RoyalQ to trade the futures markets. You can see with all these indicators now, you don't have to now stress yourself. You don't have to now stress yourself. Once you just set the indicator, you can go and sleep. So your own is once this coin gets to overbought now. But you see, we use 4 hours to set this trade though. So you know that you should not be in a hurry to start. You understand? It must get in this RSI 12 must get to 80 something before the trade will start. And look at 15 minutes. 15 minutes is saying 62.12. So we are looking at in the next 4 hours, maybe the trade will peak. So the possibility that this coin might still go up. Possibility that this coin might still go up. There's a possibility that the coin might still go up. So is there any other question? Please let me cancel it, I beg. Before I'll go and use my backup capital that I'm reserving for this my soon. So me, I trade one coin at a time because my capital is 100. 50 for the trade, 50 for backup. You understand? 50 for trades, 50 for backup. So that is why I'm very confident that if this coin just goes that it wants to drop, once it gets to minus 70, I will, or minus 60, minus 65, I will do manual replenishment with the whole backup money. And it will drag my liquidation price far as in extend it further. So that is it. So is there any other question? So we are cool with the RSI, right? Please, if you understand it, please, can you use the chat box? Just type 3. Then we'll call it a day. Please, if you understand the RSI teachings, please, can you type 3 on the chat box? Is this famous? Is this our famous? Or is another person? Okay, still processing it. The MACD, once you want to set a trade for short, you should confirm that once you want to short a trade, for you not to wait for long, make sure that the RSI is closer to 80 so that before. Okay, Anthony said, I will not lie, I don't understand, but I will go back to the record. Anthony, is like you came late again today. Okay, so you go back to the recording, so tomorrow you will not come late. Tomorrow we have Zoom by 8:30. So please, let's try to always come early. Let's try to always come early so you can follow. If you didn't come late, I explain it now, then I also use an example. Or is it because I was not using the pointer. I say if you want to enter a trade now, maybe you want to, this kind of trade, you want to short it. They have always advised that don't use it on a fast moving. Okay, they did not advise. They said, how did they say that? That the disadvantage is that if you use it on a fast moving trade that is pumping like this, it might not get to the, it might not pick the condition faster. Okay, so let's see this one now. Oh, I'm putting this in 4 hours. Okay, so let me show you what I was pointing at. So this is what I was pointing at. Okay, I have a pointer here. This is RSI 6, RSI 12, RSI 24. So when you want to set your RoyalQ, RoyalQ allows you to set only 2. Here you can see 3, 6, 12, and 24. RoyalQ allows you to set only 2. The lower the length, that one, the faster the movement of that RSI. So if you are using 6 will move fast. That is the means in MACD is called the MACD line. So it moves faster than the signal line. So this RSI 6 moves faster. So then RoyalQ is saying that it's better you set 2 conditions since the RSI 6 moves faster, so that you don't just start a trade when that coin will still, you will not start a trade for short when that coin is still going up. So even if when RSI 6 has gotten to 80, let the condition not start until RSI 12 also gets to 80. You know that yes, the coin has been overbought. You understand? Because if you use only one condition, RSI 6, that trade will start fast. It will start. And that trade is, there's possibility that it will still go up because RSI 12 is still down. It's still below 80. So it's better you set the 2 conditions. So even if condition 1 has been achieved, it must wait for condition 2 to be achieved. So it must wait for that coin to be overbought well before it will not start the trade, the short trade for you. So I don't know if, is there any other thing I pointed? And I said this RSI 6 is the line, is the yellow line. RSI 12 is the purple line, pink line. RSI 24 is the purple line. And I also said when it's lower than 20 or 20, you can long the trade. Then when it's higher than 80 or 80, you can short the trade, but try to use 2. Try to use 2. Yeah, I'm going to save this. Let me show you. Let me not do mistake. Which coin I was using? Sure, it was this one. Okay. So look at this one now. The RSI is 56 and 46. Let's see in 4 hours time frame. The RSI is 1051, and so this one is neutral. If you start this trade, it will delay you well. So let's see. Let's use 15 minutes first. This one is 56. Let's use 4 hours. 77, 72. So you can set this one, but before it will peak, it might take up to 4 hours before it can peak. RSI is 77. RSI is 12. Is 72. So until this 77 gets to 80, the RSI 6 and the RSI 12 gets to 80 before it will start. So once you use the trade, once you set the trade with indicators, you should be patient. You should be patient for the conditions to be met. So you can see this trade is still going up. 86 and 74. Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's see. 66 and 64. So you can just set it maybe before morning. The trade will do all its pumping and starts dropping. You understand? So this 15 minutes time frame, the coins are just consolidating. So they're just coming from down to that point and they are consolidating whether to go up or to start falling. So they are still in the neutral ground. So even if you set it now, it cannot start because of the RSI have not reached 80 yet. So it cannot open a short trade yet. RSI will not trigger. Okay, so you can, Anthony, you can still watch the recording so you get it clear. So if we don't have any question, I want to appreciate every one of us for attending. And please, for those of us trading futures, I beg, when you enter a signal, you see a signal, and you see that this entry is good, and you enter it, and you have been down maybe by -10 or -15 or -20, please post it for us. You understand? This my soon, I was at -18 as of this morning or yesterday evening. I posted it. Some people that entered it when I was at -18, they have taken more than 2% from it. So please, you posting it does not mean that your own will not come up in profit. You can see my own is in profit now. For me, I'm just waiting. I want to take like 4% from it because I've waited for 2 days. So let me take 4%, even if it's $2 each day. Let me take it and rest. Okay. So me, I love once I enter the signal and it's on floating loss, I always post it. Because for me to recover, let someone in my team make profits while my margin calls are being bought. Let me post it so that someone can take it, can enter the signal and make profits before my own will deliver. So that is just it. Let's just try to make sure that everybody, we are all making profits from these features because it's amazing. I must tell you. Like me, I'm not trading spot again. Even when I started futures newly, I got liquidated almost $50 because of I was greedy and I did not follow the signal. The signal I entered said 2%. That time I was not having backup capital, nothing, just my margin call. So no backup capital. So when I entered the signal, I've waited for 2 days and I was getting tired. On that fateful night, I just changed the take profit from 2% the signal came with. I changed it to 5%. And that midnight, that coin that has been on floating loss came up to that 2% and went down straight to my liquidation price. I was sleeping. When I woke up, I saw that it has liquidated me. So the rules are very simple. Stick with the signal. If the signal said 1%, take your 1%. If the signal said 2%, take 2%. If you attend our Zoom and you know how, like I've taught how to use our website to pick your trade, if you can pick the trade, pick it with the indicator. You must not wait for signal. Pick it with indicator and take your 1%, 1.3 jejely. Set it with the indicator. If you will not be busy, you can pick 3 trade and set it. Once anyone pick out of them, you stop the rest. But it's not that you want to sleep, you will not set 3, you will not pick 3, because before you wake up now, the robot might have picked the 3. So it's better you just pick one. If you know you want to sleep, pick one and set with the indicator and go and sleep. So what me I do is that, look at what me I do. If I want to sleep and my coin, that coin, if the coin is on downtrend, and so you can see this coin is still going up. Sure. So what I want to do, if I want to sleep and this my coin now is on negative, maybe -20, if I want to sleep, what I do is I will still look at my liquidation price 0.20. What I will do if I want to sleep, I will come here and click on buy. So look at my total soon is 805. I will come here. If he buys the third margin, because if he wants to fall, it will buy my third margin. I think the total should be around 920. Okay, so me, I will just add, because I have some more profit. My profit is there, so I can just do 950. It has only bought 2 margin, but I'm saying if this coin go down against me, it will buy my third margin, and it will be heading to my liquidation amount. You understand? So yeah, I will not put market price, I will put 0.21. So you see, 0.21, and I've increased. If it buys my third margin when it's going down, the quantity will be 920, because I'm used to this zone. You understand? So I will just put 950 in case it increased to maybe 930 or 940. So 950. I have more than, I have profits of 15 or 20. So I can just decide to use 1000 soon. So I will now click confirm. So you see, with this now I can go to sleep. Nothing is happening. Even if like Iran blow bomb when I'm sleeping, and this coin start dropping from this +6 now to -70 or -75, that is where this coin from 0.26126 now, the current price, before it will get down to this my liquidation price of 0.208, it must have encountered my 0.21, and it will now do more than 100% manual replenishment. Automatically, this my liquidation price will go down to 0.1 something. So you see, that is what I do if I want to sleep. I set it like this, so I'm prepared. Even if the market let it goes against me, let it not go and give me my small 4%. Or how many percent did I even set? Okay, 5%. Let it not go and give me my 5%. Here I've been here. It has gone from -18. Okay, though -18 is like 3 point something percent profit. But I've been waiting now. This trade has been running for 2 days plus 1 hour. 2 days plus 1 hour, 21 minutes. So at least I should make, if it's $2, 2 days is $4. So let it continue going up. At least let me see $5 plus. Okay, so we are almost at 9:30. So I don't know. Okay, like we have question. Okay, thank you. Okay. So please, tomorrow we have a Zoom by 8:30. Please, no late coming. Let's come 8:30. We try today. Please, let's endeavor. Set your alarm so you'll be here by 8:30. No knowledge is a waste. You use the knowledge you get and you see good results. You see good results. I must tell you. The more knowledge you get, the more you see it in your results. And futures results used to be sweet too, because Which day? Yesterday, someone made 2004. 2004, almost, that should be almost, see, it should be more than 4 million or 5 million. That'd be 6 million, 4 million in Naira. Someone made it on that one day, but the person have capital, sha. I heard he was using $3,000 to trade that moving train. Just imagine that trade did 145% pump going up, and it did almost 30 or 40 something or 50 something coming down. You know I love futures. You eat it along the way going up. If you did not even meet it going up, you will meet it coming down. So when that coin, I think that coin reached, let me, before we close, let me just confirm using RSI. Let's see the RSI it reached yesterday. Okay, so this was the coin that gave people millions yesterday. So let me use one day. Okay, so look at the RSI. When this coin was pumping and you go and set it for, when it was pumping and you set it for short with the two conditions, hi, it's because of I don't have capital, I would have entered. This 16%, even if it's 2% or 3% or 5%, I said safe for the short, I would have made money. So it will look at it now. RSI 16, RSI 6 went to 92. While RSI 12 went to 87. So if he has set it while it was going up, when it got to that point, it will start the trade. But what I don't know now is like this RSI reached 100 though, because of, you can see the close where the trade closed. It closed at 21, but the trade went high to 24.5. So I don't know if margin calls can carry, because I know this trade liquidated some people yesterday, those that don't have good capital. So from 21.292 to 24.5, I hope the person that will set a moving train coin like this, the margin coin can cover that percentage that is there before the coin started falling. You understand? So, but using the indicators help. At least it will help you enter at a good price. It will help you enter at a good price. So that is it. So if we don't have any question, I think we'll be calling it a day. I also, before we call it, I want to appreciate my host, Leader Shari, for always being available for us to start our Zoom. We are really grateful. Thanks for all your commitment. I also want to appreciate our members for turning up. And I believe my joy is that all our members will start trading futures and they will be confident. They will have the same confidence that I have now. That is my joy, that our members will be trading futures and they will have this confidence of seeing their trades going to minus and they are okay. You understand? Because they know that they have backup capital and they also have margin calls. Me, I'm praying. I was praying safe. If it's falling, let it buy all my margin calls before it will start going. Because before it will start going up back. So that is just it. Just imagine the day I made $9.4. That day I did manual replenishment, everything. It bought all my margin calls and I also did manual replenishment at 40%. And when that coin sold, 2% profit I took. It was around $9.4 that I made. But it was after 5 days, so almost $10. So if you check it, $2 each day. Okay, because of my capital, $50 for backup. So I wish you all a good training season this weekend. Please stick with the rules. If you don't want to enter signal and you see a signal, you see a trade by yourself, try to use indicator. Don't be that I've waited 30 minutes, this trade have not started. Let me go and remove the indicator and start the trade by myself. That is when you will see the trade will start. The trade will notice that you have removed the indicator, and it will go against you immediately. So please, if it's one coin you are monitoring, like me, I'm monitoring some. So I follow it when it's going up, I follow it when it's coming down. But if I still see signal that I like and I'm seeing the chart, it's aligning, I will still enter. You understand? So what I will do now, maybe this week I will try and find $50. So I'll be using to enter all this sharp signal and be making my 1%. Okay, so since we don't have any other question, I'll be saying good night and see you tomorrow by 8:30.